Hello, this is Noreen from Joy of Cards, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay! For more of my Stampin' Up! Card videos, make sure you click on that subscribe button and the little belly thing, and you'll be the first to be notified when my videos come up, which is like twice a week. Also, I give away the demo card. If you are a first-time subscriber, put a note in my comments with your email, and you might win the demo card, or you can just email me at Noreen@joyofcards.com, and that's in the body of my email or my video as well. So today I'm doing Sweet Strawberry, which is the stamp set, the punch, and this beautiful paper. And I hope that when the annual catalog comes out in a few months that they continue this paper. It's absolutely insanely beautiful because, I mean, it's got some awesome backgrounds. I just hope it stays. So let me show you a few of my cards. I'm going to show you 4 cards and we're going to make one. Here's the first one, and it's just kind of simple. This border around the edge here is from Ornate Borders. I used Pear Pizzazz. I just stamped and dimensionaled on the stems here and did the inside. So this is card 1. Here's card 2, and all I did is took the Berry Delightful paper, the DS paper, and I cut out the strawberries. Now, I did use the builder punch on the strawberries, and a lot of these strawberries are really hard to get to. Don't cut your 12 by 12 paper into 6 by 6s. I sometimes do that, and what you'll do is you'll kill some strawberries, and you only get so many, and you have to kind of cut around them. You'll take your strawberry and take a piece of Post-it note and put it on there and feed it into the builder punch like so, and then hold it down halfway, and then you can kind of micro adjust. So micro adjust that and then punch it out, and that's how you get your strawberry. I cut out 8 strawberries and 8 little stems, and then I used Stitch So Sweetly. I bumped this up on dimensionals here. I've snailed the bottom strawberries and bumped up the dimensional on the layered one, and then dimensional the little flowers, and then just stamped these inside. And I use this from Itty Bitty Birthdays because I wanted to put a different sentiment. So this is card number 2. This third card, I of course used the Berry Delightful DS paper, basic white here, and I stamped this flower from the stamp set on my Stamparatus. And then I used my Stampin' Right markers, and I filled it in and kept on using my Stamparatus. And I used the Granny Apple Green and Old Olive, Balmy Blue, and Pacific Point. I used Rocco Rose and Melon Mambo. And then I did use Daffodil Delight, but then I decided to go ahead and put on the 2020-2022 in color enamel dots, which I love. And I stamped it that way, and then I stamped and punched out the strawberries and the stem. Now, the thank you here, I used the largest of the Stitch So Sweetly here, but on the bottom, I altered it. So I took the third smallest of the Stitch So Sweetly, I ran it through once, and then I stamped thank you at the top, and then I lined it up again and I cut off the bottom. So I custom did that piece. And then I just did Pacific Point, Balmy Blue, Basic White, and stamped this. So this is card number 3. Here's card number 4. What's fantastic about card number 4 is we're going to use a technique so you can use the other side of this beautiful paper. All this paper has really cool opposite sides. So let's go ahead and start this card. It's a normal 5.5 by 4 1/4 card base, and we use Granny Apple Green. And what I did is I cut 3 1/4 inches off the end. So that's what we're going to do here. Here's my card base. I'm going to go 3 1/4 inches. And here's the fold right here. So here's 3 1/4, and I'm going to lop that off. So this is what you're going to get, is this inch here on the end. Now that you've got that piece cut off your base, you're going to take a piece of the Berry Delightful DS paper, and you're going to cut that 5.5 by 3/8, which is just 1/16 short of 4 1/4. And that is so we're going to give the, some room for the fold. So go ahead and snail up the inside of that flap. Take your card with this obviously going up and match it all the way to the corners here and make sure it's dead on perfect, and then fold this down like so. So now you've got this going on. Now you're going to take another piece of the Very Delightful DS paper and grab the one with the red check on the back, and you're going to cut this 1 inch by 5.5 and go ahead and snail that down, and you're going to put that on the granny apple green part here. Now I've got this great ribbon. I thought it was good for the strawberry because it has, you know, kind of a seed looking thing. And this is from Playful Pets, the combo pack. And I want to cut this to the front of the card. Now, usually when we do this, we tuck it behind something, but guess what? We're using this as part of our pretty card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the string, grab a piece of tape, and I luckily have a work area that has this ruler on it. So I'm going to tape that to 5.5, go all the way to the end. And if you've got a better way of doing it, hey, more power to you. And then cut off here. So this is exactly 5.5. And then I'm going to take my silicone craft sheet and some snail and snail one side of it. Now take your ribbon, make sure there's no snail sticking at the end, and I'm going to line this up to the edge of that DS paper where they come together here, and go all the way down. And you can even, it'll even tuck under a little bit on that lip, and it'll go all the way down. So that's how you do the ribbon. Now die cut the second largest or second smallest. There's only 3 of these in Hippo and Friends. Grab the middle one and cut it out on basic white. Now we're going to stamp the sentiment, and we're going to use That Was So Sweet of You. And since this is one of the clear stamps, you got to use a stamp pad. I would even put your ink pad on top of the stamp pad as well, and make sure that there's you're picking up all the ink everywhere. And I am using Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to stamp this in the middle like so, and there we go. I went ahead and put dimensionals on our tag here, and I'm going to put it right here in the middle. And now let's do the strawberry. Now the strawberry is made also from the DS paper. It's actually the back side of this. It's all the little strawberry seeds. So we didn't get a lot of this paper, so I'm trying to save every morsel of it. So I put a little piece on here, and I'm gonna feed it through here on a Post-it note, and go ahead and punch it. And that's how you cut your strawberry. Make sure you cut 2 because we're going to use one on the inside. Now we're going to do the leaf, and you're going to take those small leaves, and there's a background and an outline one. Take the background one and look at your punch. So everything feeds in this way, and the stem of that leaf is going off to your left. So when you stamp the background one, and I'm going to do this in Granny Apple Green, go ahead and make sure that that leaf is going to the left. Now also make sure that you do 2 of them, because one's from the outside and one's for the inside. And then you're going to take Old Olive, and this is the part that I might have to put my head in the camera here. Take the Old Olive, and you have to look through that clear stamp and line it up like so, and then do the second one. Get another Post-it note, and I cut it all away from the other paper here because, you know, it's a punch. It'll cut everything in its path. And I lined it up using that Post-it note. You can hold it down halfway to kind of micro move it so it gets it in the right spot, and punch, and do 2 of those. Do the second one. Now let's go ahead and put our strawberry together. Now go ahead and snail just the leafy part of the stem and attach it to your strawberry like so, and do the other one. So now I'm going to put dimensionals on the back. I'm going to put 1 dimensional on the top and 2 on the bottom, because this is dimensional as well, and we're going to hang it off the end, so we don't want it all catawonky. So double up on the bottom one, and there's the front of the card. The inside is really simple. What I did is I took the largest die from ornate layers, and I cut this out on basic white. I take my granny apple green, and make sure you use some kind of stamping pad here because it's clear stamps. And I'm just stamping the thank you from the stamp set. And then you're going to take your strawberry that we already made and snail that up and put it in the corner. Flip it over, snail the back, and just put it in the card. Now don't forget, if you're a first-time subscriber, put your email in the comments, say you like the card. I'll email you back and let you know if you won one of the, actually there's 4 cards, so if I give one of these away, there's 3 others. So that will do it for me. Thanks, bye.